Well, hello on this Tuesday, and look at the map filled with rain. Yeah, the radar is kind of lit up with showers and thunderstorms. Some good news for a change around here, and the potential for some heavy rainfall even today into tonight, along with the chance of some severe weather. We are under a marginal risk, so it's the lower end. But southern Minnesota, from the Twin Cities south, where we see some peaks of sun this afternoon, that could refire some storms, and some of those could be strong. Again, especially into the southern part of the state. But I want to talk about Tropical Storm Elsa first. We have a tropical storm riding the west coast of Florida, not a hurricane. The biggest concerns with Elsa are going to be its flooding rains, because it's going to soak the entire western coast of Florida, basically, and then make its way through the southeast, being quite the rainmaker there. So again, not a hurricane, but we're worried about flooding because a lot of those areas already have saturated ground, unlike here in Minnesota. So that water, not many places for it to go. And of course, Florida pretty flat too. So here's the center of Elsa. It's going to bring rain all up and down Florida, but the actual center, the eye wall where we have the strongest winds, probably are going to hit north of Tampa. So missing the city of Tampa, going towards about the Cedar City area there in this kind of bend in the western part of Florida. But yeah, a lot of rainfall. Everything in red and brown is 6 to 10 inches of rain. Now the heaviest rainfall totals, at least over the next 24 hours, will be just off the coast, closer to that eye wall. But that's going to be the concern there in Florida. Meanwhile, here, an active pattern. We've got the first wave coming through today, along with a cool front giving us these showers and thunderstorms, and then a bigger upper level low kind of digs its heels in for the end of the week. Still some questions as to what that's going to do as far as rainfall goes, but it is going to keep things cooler and cloudier heading into the weekend, with the heat really just bubbling up on the west and to the north. You can see it kind of wraps around us, that upper level high pressure. So that means cooler and wetter than normal conditions for a change. Most of this week, you see the big blue blob over us, hot in the west and into western Canada. And then kind of like last week, a little pocket of above normal temperatures as well in the northeast. And we're just kind of stuck in between here with some cooler and wetter conditions. So this is showing precipitation over the course of this week. We're talking about above normal rainfall. And of course, a lot of rain still in Texas. It's been a wet spring and summer there. And then of course, Elsa bringing rain. You can almost trace it there along the whole East Coast. So we do have a frontal boundary over us. Much warmer to the south today, 80s, maybe near 90. We've got the humidity here, and then look to the north. It's in the 50s across parts of North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. So that cool blast of air, a little unusual for this time of year, swinging through tomorrow into Thursday. It's going to be a struggle, I think, to get into the low 70s tomorrow. And we're going to have a mix of clouds and sun, so not sunny. It's going to feel like a September day tomorrow. But first, we've got that rain to get through. A lot of moisture. These are dew points, all in the 60s and 70s from here to the Gulf of Mexico. And that equates to precipitable water. So when we look at the amount of water in the whole column of the atmosphere, we've got a nice plume of it over us. It's going to create that heavy rainfall later today and tonight. So it's fuel for severe storms, but also for heavy rain. We're going to watch kind of two main areas where it's been raining much of the day. It's going to pile up in central Minnesota, but then also where we see those storms develop later today into tonight. That's going to create a secondary southern area of heavier rain. It's not going to be as widespread. It's going to be more thunderstorm based. So some areas will get a lot. Some areas right next door, not quite as much, whereas this will be more of a widespread heavy rain in central Minnesota. And we are talking about the potential of anywhere from 1 to 4 inches, all depending upon if you get hit by those thunderstorms. And the heat, if you're looking for that, will probably be back next week. Models bring in warmer temperatures. This is the Canadian model. It's a little more aggressive, back in the 90s by late next week. But either way, we'll be warming back up. But yeah, enjoy a little wet, cool weather for a change, a rare treat here this summer. 72 tomorrow only after those overnight rain showers and thunderstorms, and then gradually making our way back towards 80 by Sunday. Yeah, we have not had 4 consecutive days below 80 since May, if you can believe it. So yeah, enjoy that break from the heat.